Welcome back. Breast implants are bigger than ever, and we don't mean sizes, we mean popularity. Breast augmentation remains the #1 cosmetic surgery in the United States and the UK. But women have options, and Mickey is back with information on ideal implants. So is there an ideal implant? I thought we were just choosing between silicone and saline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I went to a luncheon and found out about these, and I thought it was so incredibly, just unbelievable that there were so many options out there and how much fear was out there, especially with silicone. People are really worried about silent ruptures of silicone implants. And then saline has always had this kind of interesting thing where the silicone has a more natural feel, but saline had another thing.
I can't stop playing with it.
I know, but that
right
there is a traditional silicone implant. This right here is the ideal implant, and I want you to feel it. This is actually saline. So this one, hold them both in your hands so you can really get that kind of natural feel to it.
Oh.
And isn't that unbelievable? Now, Ideal Implant, structured breast implants, it has this innovative, patented design that gives a natural feel without the silicone gel.
What's that?
And it addresses.
This one's a silicone.
Yes, these are all silicones, and you can feel how much more natural the saline feels now too. And in the past, there's been a lot of concerns about kind of saline implants or silicone implants with those ruptures. And every 2 years, women have to go and get an MRI when you have the silicones inside. So, with saline, women feel a lot safer putting these in their body. So this is a brand new implant. It's absolutely getting a lot of press right now.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds. You get the natural feel of the silicone, but you get
and you don't have the bouncing too. They created a better edge to the breast. When they insert it, they actually fill it up once it's inside of you already with a small incision. You have 14 different sizes, so that's kind of something to work with. You definitely want to talk to your doctor about that and what's right for you.
This one has a nipple.
Yes, and that's also, it actually has a much more natural look.
Yeah.
So it consists of a series of little kind of implant shells, and it has this extra kind of little edging there to it. Uh-oh, but we've lost Bobeth. But it also, the edging controls the movement, so where you don't have all of that kind of bouncing and all of those things that we've seen associated with heavier implants, and we see those things. So it really sits on the breast well. It's also round, which I really thought was kind of interesting because it prevents any kind of, with teardrops that we saw for so long, any kind of rotating, the round kind of just falls right back into place, and they've created these really nice edges on it too.
So if this is something you're considering, this is, what would make you a good candidate?
If you really had the concern and you didn't want to have to go ahead and get those 2 years every MRI, I mean, of course you want to make sure that they're safe, but the FDA says you should go every 2 years when you have a silicone implant just to make sure you don't have those silent leaks. This is just saline.
Is this a one that leaked?
Yes, this is what it is inside of there, and you can see that's what they're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's got stuff coming out.
So nobody really wants that in their body, right? But at the end of the day, they're not saying they're not safe. But this was really what women kind of gravitated towards because they wanted a more natural feel. And I love how when we talk about it like they wanted a more natural feel, right? But with saline, they felt like it was kind of, like that watery feel. But since they have these little chambers in there breaking it, you have the same feel. You actually have a more natural feel, and you have it with a saline implant.
So natural feel with less concern of rupture, and then no need for MRIs.
I really
every
cannot
2 years.
stop playing with these.
Well,
things.
they are very interesting feeling. I will agree with that.
I know.
So if it ruptures, you just got saline in your body, and
which is just
salt water.
Yeah, of what your body's already made of.
Yeah.
All right, very interesting, Mickey.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love your new finds. If you are considering breast augmentation, you may want to check out idealimplant.com for the latest technology. All right, coming up, we're going to head into the kitchen with Paul Madison, but first, we've got a couple of emails to talk about. Stay with us.